Happy Thursday, everyone! And my name is Hira Ann. Welcome to your English Country and English Victory. Today, some Dirty Birdie fan story. Oh, it's not a fan story. Today we read it some fashion story, okay? And we cannot disturb the 4 chapter 2 and chapter 3, okay? And more time, start reading about some Dirty Birdie Walkie story. And we can disturb the 4 chapter 3 and chapter 4, okay? And are you ready for these 2 book and 2 story? Here we go! First, we can read the Dirty Birdie fashion story. Chapter 2. Who's here? Yelled Yara Baba Dean. Clara, I find him. Thanks, haven't darling, said the lady called Clara. She looked down her nose at Bertie. You're sure this is one? Yes, this is Bertie. I find him outside. Clara sighed. Very well, I tried to something with his hair, darling. I'll be there in a moment. And Bertie froze, but I'm only here for you. Before he could finish, he pushed into a chair and flock of a woman and splopped down and sat to work. And one of them combed hair. Well, another dabbled something in his face and a third total over dirty nails. And they talked at once. Hands up, keep still, look at me, not over there. Oh, now, what does Bertie looks like now? I need to find my mom, said Bertie, breaking to his gait. Do you, sweetie? Smiled one of the women. Yeah, she needs to be meeting here. I expect she is for now, but I'm waiting to see you. Said Bertie. Will it take long? I only mean to be getting shoes. Don't worry, Clara will see to it. Look up for me. And Bertie looked up. There, said the lady. Hold on. And Bertie shuffled into a chair and looked at inside in the winter. And he gasped. He was wearing a makeup. And he stuck his hair up like a paintbrush and his had a pink stuff all over his face. And he tried to whip it off with the back of his hand. Oh, look. Bertie had lots of haircut and some makeup, like a girl. And Clara make over and inspect him. Well, she said, I suppose he will have to do. Where are his clothes? I'm wearing them, said Bertie. Not those clothes. They're crusty, she checked the list. And he should be in a sport wear. And Bertie looked at his clothes. They seemed to be okay to him. True, the jumper was a few spots of jam on it, but that was normal. And he was wearing a best jeans and ones that were perfectly clean. And Clara was snoring until the tops and the jackets and hanging on a rail. And saw some bright yellow tracksuit with a whirl and dash writing on it. Put it on, she commented. Who? Me? Asked Bertie. Of course you. But I only wanted shoes. Clara snapped her fingers. Someone bring him some trainers. And why did it all after me? And please hurry, darlings. You're in 5 minutes. The assassin stopped then again, and they hurried Bertie into a truck and zipped out and hid in his clothes. And it was way too big and a horrible stinky yellow. And Bertie thought he looked like a Kirsten cream. Super, said one of the assistants. Now let's get these trainers on. Bertie stared. I'm not wearing these shoes, he said. They're for babies. The answer glided at the clock. Okay, we don't have time for training him. And keep your own. Excuse me, said Bertie loudly. Has everyone seen my mom? But no took any notice. The music next door had fallen silence, and an air of inspection swept out the room, and Clara leapt into the chair and clapped her hands. We're starting, she cried. Places, darling, places! And people started rushing around and madly as they fired an alarm and gun off. And Bertie found himself in a hurry in a corner and joined in a line of people. They all wearing a bright day sport wear like him, and up ahead a side of a stand landing on a curtain stage. And Clara clapped his hands in a nervous excitement. Remember, darlings, you're swans, not ducklings. Swans, good luck. She blew them all kisses. And the music started again. And off the garden, and Bertie grumps the rope of the people. Where was Mom? Oh, Bertie was very, very, very nervous. And Bertie's mom might be very, very, very not good. And very nervous too. And Bertie would be scared too because Mom was missing. And that's chapter 3 right now. And so we'll be starting for chapter 3 and chapter 4. Okay? And now, one more time, start reading about it. Some Dirty Birdie Walkie Story, Chapter 3. Every week for next 6 weeks, Bertie struggled with her along to Miss Bowser's classes. Whitford showed no signs of the progresses. He made friends with a boxer called Brosno, and he learned how to steal biscuits from Bertie's pocket, but he didn't learn an obey. And Bertie was gonna disappear at school. He explained the problem to Duna. Duna had hamster and a goldfish, so she knew about pets. And she troubled they take a Whitford to the park and extra lessons. It's no use, moaned Bertie after Whitford had gone and searching over time. Let's face it, he's never going to pass. Maybe you're just doing it wrong, said Duna. How could I can be? I'm shouting just like she does. And Whitford come racing up, and he find a miserly old rubber bird in the grasses. And try more time. Tell him to sit, said Duna. Sit, yelled Bertie. Whitford, sit! Whitford dropped the ball at Bertie and his feet burnt. Oh, he's not sit. Just kick the ball to Bertie. And Bertie flopped down in the grasses, and Whitford sat down it too. Duna looked awful. Let's try something else. I'll go over there, and you come when I call you. Me? Said Bertie. It's not me we're meant to be training. And Duna looked at him. Do you want to help or not? And Bertie sighed. Duna could be very bossy when she wanted to be. Ready? Said Duna. Okay, come. And Bertie walked over in her Whitford trotted behind, and Duna looked pleased. Now roll over, she said. Who? You. Go on, do it. Feeling pretty stupid. And Bertie lay down and rolled over. Whitford barked joyfully and rolled over too. It is a great game. See, I was right, laughed Duna. He does whatever you do, and all you have to do is get him to copy you. Wow, said Bertie. You're genius. I know, said Duna modestly, and Bertie still looked worried. But what about the test? He asked. It's not just rolling over, but it's turtles and fences and stuff. Easy, struggled Duna. You just have to do it, and trust me, it worked. And following Friday, Miss Bowser's class reading in for a final exam. And Bertie eyed another dogs, Bozo, Boxer, and Trouble and Cheryl, and Dunio, but Jack Nanted. They're all happy, motivated, and combat for their big day. And out in the park was a doggy upset courses, and there's a tiny hundreds and poles to wave dropped a long blue tunnel. And Miss Bowser's a clipboard and a pencil and ready to mark as another duck for man's. And I went for down his leg, then over on the side of a park and it's got Spotty. Some boys was playing the Frisbee, and Frisbee was a favorite game, and Doodle was first of the task. And she scored top marks, 10 out of a 10 with no reflexes. And Bertie watched Bruno to succeed complete of the courses with and flying colors too. And Whitford didn't seem to be playing out action, and he kept starting to across the park. Finally, it was Bertie's turn. Okay, Whitford, he whispered, just follow me. And he sat down and ran and cleared the first 100. And Miss Bowser waved her clipboard. No, Bertie, stop. Not you, but Duna's plan was working. And Whitford copied Bertie and stepping over 100 and clinging to jump out of a raceless. And Bertie got down on his hands and knees and crawled around in the tunnel, and he danced out of in the holes and as everyone much excitement. Almost there, son of the breakfastful weeds, wise them on head, and referred excitedly the frisbee meet again. Uh-oh, enjoyed Bertie as he grumbled it before and his whiffer got a pounce. A boy of football should rain out. Hey, that's ours, he said. And Bertie meant to withdraw it back, but I like most in a frisbee, he said, would have been mine when it was one. And he tipped it over and covered back over his head and zoomed over a line of invading ducks and like a roll flying jet. And 15 pairs of eyes of a chick to go. 15 ducks bird lap in the air and starting at their legs, and Whiffer was in frisbee coming back away. And they lived high and kind of smell fancy of like in gray ground. And before he could shop, stay, another duck was after him. Yikes, cried Bertie. Oh, Whiffer will be doing it or not? And duck flattered Miss Bowser's hundreds, and ducks submerged rats like in a blue tunnel. And Miss Bowser tried to stop them. She had held up a hand and a policeman stopped in traffic. Sit, she yelled, and the Brother lapped her hands and vanished in the screen. And now, chapter 4 now. Tomorrow we started for chapter 4 and the end of reading this Walkies story. So that's mean new book and new story because these 3 stories will be all the end. So that's mean the new book because there's no more story. Okay? And now, did it happen? The rest English country, comebacks and better books. This book and this story, okay? And the sturdy birdie walkie story we see tomorrow. And the whiffers, some friends like Bozo and some Doodle and Puddle and lots of friends for Whiffer and Brody's friend Duna and Darren and Eugene will be see tomorrow, okay? And some birdie fashion story we see tomorrow. And some lots of friends will be see tomorrow like Lara and Clara. And Clara's and Lara's lots of friends will be see tomorrow. And Birdie's mom and Birdie's parents will be see tomorrow, okay? And 2 book and 2 story will be see tomorrow, okay? And thank you for looking and listening. And thank you for listening to my YouTube. And thumbs up my YouTube. And please thumbs up my YouTube, okay? And bye, my friend. Have a nice day. Bye.